Whenever I go into making one of these videos, I usually have kind of a clear idea of what I want to do. And then, sometimes that changes as I go along, but, for Love is Dead, I knew I wanted to do the story with the toothbrushes. And for Ultimatum, I already had this idea of, green background and guy facing camera doing this very in-your-face lip sync. So for Polite, for the longest time, I had this idea of, me singing on a television screen, and the TV would be placed around my mom's lily pad pond. In my mom's backyard, my dad put together this really elaborate rock garden, kind of an English garden type thing with two ponds that drained into each other at one point. And then over the years, my mom's put more plants and items, and the tricycle and the water pump weren't there before, but they've been added. And so I always had this idea that it would work really well with Polite. Just the imagery kind of, dreamy, hazy, summery, and then I was going to film it during summer, obviously. So first, my idea was, well, to get me on a TV screen, I'm going to need to do a lip sync and then burn that to a DVD and then play that DVD on the TV and then film that as I go around the pond. And so instead of me lip syncing, it was just going to be me lip syncing via the TV, and it was this great idea, and I thought it would work really well. A funny thing happened as I was piecing together the footage for the actual DVD lip sync. I realized I really liked it. I really liked this idea of, the harsh shadows on my face and the sun behind me and the blue sky backdrop. And so then I was torn at that point. I thought, oh man, I don't really want to do the TV thing anymore. I'd rather just splice footage of me doing that with the garden footage instead. And then I guess the decision was kind of made for me, because when I started to do the film with the footage on the actual TV screen, there was a giant glare on the TV screen. You can see my reflection a little bit. But yeah, originally this idea was that there would be no headshots of me at all. It would just be me singing around on the television. It's such a weird process making these videos, because I don't storyboard anything. I just kind of go in with this idea of what I want and kind of hope that it all turns out. That day it was funny because I have these pictures of, or shots I should say, of the thermometer out there, and it says 35, and that's true. There was this massive heat wave that day. It was a perfect day because it had been very rainy, and it's 35 degrees, and it's basically 45 with the humidity, and sweat's pouring down me as I'm filming out there. And I thought it would take no time at all, but no, the whole thing, I was probably out there for 3 hours. I didn't wear sunblock. I got a sunburn on my arms. That was my own stupid fault. I had to hunt up these extension cords to plug in the DVD player and have the TV, and then I had to reposition the TV. In the end, it kind of seemed to be too much effort for what it was worth, but I'm still happy that at least the minor idea of, me singing on the TV kind of works in there. Originally, I had these normal shots of everything, and I don't know, it looked kind of static, it looked kind of stale, and I zoomed in on something, and then I started walking away with the zoom still on, and I looked through the viewfinder, and it gave me that kind of, movement and the jerkiness and the blurriness that seemed to work really well. It was just, again, another happy accident. I thought to myself, wow, that's what I want for this film, this idea of, the blurriness, the motion, this idea of fluidity and constantly moving. And of course, editing helped a lot with that, but still, I needed that type of footage to be there, and it looked much more dreamlike than just having these, very straight-ahead, clear shots of everything in the backyard.